let's do a review for this game. Now, I don't know how you pronounce this game. Okay, Thymesia, Dimessiah. I really don't know. It can be any out of those. Anyways, it's another indie Souls-like. Mix of Demon Souls mapping, Bloodborne setting, atmosphere, as well as the main character, like he came straight from Bloodborne, as well as combat mechanics, but those would be mixed along with Sekiro, how you execute enemies like in Sekiro, and parry was also done like in Sekiro, where you exhaust your enemies from parries. In Sekiro you exhaust their stamina, here you exhaust their double health bar. Alright. And they also added double health for enemies. Okay, white and green health. One is regular health, white, the other one is plague, green health. Once you drop both of those, they die. With green attacks you drop green health on enemies, with basic attacks and different skills you drop white health. Frankly, I played all Souls-likes from software and all indie Souls-likes. Most of the Souls-likes that exist. And out of all of those, okay, that Hellgate, Surge, Lord of the Fallen, I don't know what else is that there's like, these days every third game is Souls-like. This would be, I don't know if it's top 10, top 20 of those copycat Souls-like games. Let's start from the story. You play as Corvus, a plague doctor, and you're trying to remember what you did. Now, I don't know if it's his past life or I can't figure out whether he's dead or not. I guess he's dead. Alright, and then he's recovering his memories of the fallen kingdom that got ruined from some disease because of the reasons that are in the huge, and when I say huge, I mean huge collection of lore and story throughout this game that you're gonna need to read everything about it if you really want to know what's actually happening in this world, and without me spoiling it, of course. But basically you got 5 or 6 different endings, and that's about it. As far as immersion goes, it ain't that good. The writing is good, but without voice acting, without those items that provide item descriptions and so on, like in other Souls-likes, it loses its immersion. Okay, here you get immersion through, as you can see here, through lore and story collectibles throughout the game. I like the gothic setting, the atmosphere, but frankly, story is freaking confusing. It's really confusing. They could at least clarify at the end what on earth is happening. Is Corvus dead? Alive? Is he dreaming? I don't know. Just... why do you fight Corvus as the last memory? Did he cause the plague in the kingdom or not? I don't know. I really don't know. And I guess a lot of people won't even know until they check somewhere for info. 5 out of 10. It's fucking confusing. Bugs and optimization. It works on ultra settings. It's smooth frame rates. I haven't encountered bugs, glitches, not a single crash. It's not that system demanding. It's a clean game. Considering it's a new game, it's very clean. 10 out of 10. Game time. Short. Souls-like. Very short with next to none replay value. What I mean by short, I don't know how long I played. 3 hours today. 4 hours today. 5 hours yesterday. And 5 hours the day before that. 13, 14 hours to finish. It depends on a player, of course. If I step on it again, I'm gonna finish it in 3 hours now. On a second run. But I'm not that crazy. But for the first run, when everything is new and you want to explore, you want to find those nodes, kill every boss, every enemy, explore every corner. 13 hours. If you die a lot, then let's say tops is 20. If you, I don't know, 30 if you really don't know what you're doing. But basically this is a short game. Is it worth the money? Considering there's nothing in this month, yes, it's worth it. Because nothing came out. Okay. Absolutely nothing. It's a weak year overall. I would go for a sale, of course. Considering the game time and the price. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Game difficulty. When I started, I thought how it's insanely hard game. Okay, because I don't know with... Again, I played every Souls-like. I killed most of those bosses in all of those Souls-like on a first attempt, or it took 2 or 3 attempts, and then I ran up into a first boss in this game, Odur. Odur is absolutely crazy, okay, especially for those that enter the game for the first time. It's fucking depressing. It took me an hour to beat him, and I killed all of those other bosses in 1 or 2 attempts. But Odur was the first boss. The first boss was Odur. 2 phases for the first freaking boss. Alright. 2 phases. Now this is not Odur. This is mutated Odur. And he's also easier than the regular one. Alright. Now, as far as difficulty goes, it takes some time to adapt to dodge, parry mechanics, blocking, okay, dodging, rolling, when to go for green, when to go for white health, and so on and so forth. Right. All enemies have different movesets, different combos. They are not brain dead, but they're not smart also. Okay, something in between. Bosses were... I can say they were good. If we exclude the first boss, because the first boss should have been the last boss. Instead of Corvus, okay, Odur should have been the last boss. In terms of difficulty. Because every other boss after him was 10 times weaker. It's absolutely hilarious to put that freaking thing at the start of the game. Because that's how you lose players. Somehow they're gonna reach him, and then they're gonna get squashed. For hours, and hours, and hours. Once and if you pass through Odur, the game opens up, and it's much more enjoyable. There's a lot of different move sets, okay? Once you learn them, the difficulty will drop. If you think that you're gonna play this game like you played, I don't know, Dark Souls, for example, where you block and hit and roll from time to time occasionally, you think wrong, because here you need to counter with ranged, you need to counter with melee, you need to parry, you need to block, you need to dodge once, double dodge. Then there are those moves like in Sekiro on piercing attacks, okay, to go above enemies. You got regular attacks and you got special attacks to remove enemies' green bar. In terms of innovation, it's brilliant. Okay, it sucks that it's in the game with such a brilliant idea, because again, it mixed the best out of everything, out of Bloodborne, out of Demon's Souls, and out of Sekiro. And it mixed it well. Difficulty is there, that's for sure. 9 out of 10. Not everyone can play the game. Alright. There are maybe 2 or 3 extremely hard, but as far as enemies go, there are some, mini bosses, enemies that provide quite a challenge, and you can easily die from them also. It's fair, 9 out of 10. Why now it's not 10 out of 10? Because there is some, as I said at the beginning, when you want to get used to the difficulty, input for a gamepad, it's not as crisp as in Elden Ring, for example, and I don't wish to compare AAA title to indie title in performance, but in games like Souls-likes, where 0.1 second matters, you're gonna die because of the input. You press something, it takes 0.1, 0.2 seconds for Corvus to react, to dodge, to parry, and so on. So it needs hours of practice to learn how to parry and how to dodge in this game. It's not exactly the same like in From Software games. It's a bit more sluggish, but the game is fast-paced. Extremely fast-paced. Combat is fast-paced. Maps and graphics. I need to die for that. Kill me, Odur! Come on. Kill me. As I said, it's short. Too bad that it's short. And there are some questionable designs in this game that I'm not a fan of. Alright. And I'll explain why. But first, we talk about what's done in a game and then what should have been done. So, you got a main hub, like in all other Souls-likes, especially Bloodborne and Demon's Souls, okay, and you start from the main hub and then you start recalling memories, okay, and you get your map. This is everything in the game. 4 maps. Yellow fog, mushroom map. Red fog, caves map. Very nice Hermes fortress. And the final boss. So it's not even 4 maps, basically it's 3 maps. And then you can revisit them for side quests to recollect more memories for a different ending. There are optional bosses, main bosses, and so on. Depends what you pick over here. Okay. I don't know now that this is everything there is. Graphics are mediocre, even on ultra settings. It's nothing special. But I don't know why they decided to go with these 2 maps. They're so freaking ugly, man. I don't have words for these two maps. Like, you wanna do it like this, your character came straight out from Gothic. Make something in the Gothic setting, okay? This castle was fine. It was fine. Kinda fits the game, kinda, not completely, but if you have a Plague Doctor, you have perfect example in Bloodborne. Make a fucking city or a village, something that's gonna resemble Gothic setting, a graveyard, a cemetery, a dungeon, catacomb, I don't know, just not fucking mushroom spores, yellow and red maps. That's the main problem of the game, okay? Like, definitely the main problem of the game is that one. Third map is fine. Then only one map is fine. There is no minimap. It's like in every other Souls-like, you remember where you passed, and that's how you remember the route. You check left, right, up, down, everything, so you can unlock shortcuts, easier waypoints, and so on. Classic. But the design of maps is bad. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about graphics. Graphics are how they are. I don't give a flying fuck about graphics. The game ain't ugly, the game ain't beautiful. It's something in between, and I don't care about it at all. Atmosphere matters more. And this is not the right atmosphere for a Gothic character in a Gothic setting. It's just not. 5 out of 10. Gameplay. As in every other Souls-like, but as I said, complete mix of Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Sekiro. Parry, dodge, double dodge, jump, slash, dash, use magic, use weapons, use different abilities, tons of different abilities, okay? Unlock shortcuts, backtrack, fight bosses, fight enemies, collect different ingredients, enhance your potions, blah blah blah. Now all of that is classic mix of genres, and we go to the part, is it fun? Yes, it's fun, but it's way too short and the setting is wrong. But the game overall, combat, movement, attack patterns, what you can do, right? Combos that you can output, different weapons, right? And you can see, and there's a lot of different weapons, all of that is mega fun. But the game is short. It's just short. Combat is extremely satisfying when you execute enemies, okay? It's extremely satisfying, even for an indie game. Alright, it's not on a level of Sekiro execute enemies, but it's there, it's close. There is impact. Sound effects are also great. Corvus is freaking fast, the game is fast-paced. Again. I would love to see another Souls-like from these devs. Thanks for the follow. But with more money. I hope they're gonna earn money from this game. A lot of money, so they can make a proper Souls-like. Because clearly they know how to do combat. They really know how to do combat. Everything. Enemies, bosses, movement, pacing. Everything is done well. But there are good sides and bad sides. No matter how combat is good, the freaking game is short. I didn't have that sense of progression, and the factor that failed the most, okay? When you kill a boss in Souls, there's risk and reward. Here there's only risk. No reward. No actual reward, because itemization is lacking. And when there is no reward, there is no sense of progress. All you do is finding materials to upgrade potions, and you remain with only one weapon till the end of the game. Very simple, no reward after the boss. But the gameplay is good. I like it because it's innovative. They dare to mix all of those epic From Software games into one, and it fucking works. Amazing that it works. 8 out of 10. Leveling and itemization. Here we go. Oh man, I don't know what to think about it. What is there from leveling? You level up as you collect memory. You spend memory to upgrade your attribute points. Let me see where's the little girl. She's got all. So we can check out in detail. So, classic leveling, strength, vitality, plague on every level. You get a point, you invest a point. With that point, you also get a talent point. Okay. Strength raises damage on health bar, white health bar of enemies, vitality raises your health. Plague is how much damage you deal on a green bar of enemies with your claw. That's the first part of leveling. The next part is talents. You got sword talent, parry talents, dodging talents, your claw talents, range attack talents with feather, strategies, drop more loot and so on. Recover more energy, have more slots for special weapons, and that's it. There are multiple builds you can play with this. I like it. It resembles Sekiro here. Sekiro leveling with this. And with this it resembles Dark Souls, Demon Souls, doesn't matter. Then you got your plague weapons. When you kill enemies, you get shards. With shards, you unlock weapons, okay? And then you can upgrade those weapons and use them with your green bar. That would be like mana. Here it's called plague. And as you can see, there's a lot of different weapons. Special weapons like magic. Call it magic. They call it plague here. Plague weapons. And at the end, there's potions. Classic potion. Slow recovery health potion. And insta recovery health potion. Alright. And you can also upgrade those. The amount, how much you heal, and so on. And then you can craft different things into your recipe here. Alright, recover more health, deal damage for 30 seconds more, receive less damage for 30 seconds once you drink a potion, and so on. Those are the things you find along the map. Forgotten Feather is to reset the level. That's about it. That's everything there is. And, of course, tons of notes, story, lore, notes. Items would be only itemization, it would be only keys. And memory shards to get more memory to level up faster. Right. That's all there is. Not everything there is about it. It's a... You know what it is? As I said, a mix of Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Demon Souls, mini versions out of everything. Mini version of Sekiro, mini version of Bloodborne, mini version of Demon Souls. Like, they took like 30% of leveling from one game, 30 from other, 30 from the next one, and boom, you got this type of leveling here. Itemization is bad, it's lacking. As I said, no rewards after the boss. All you can find along the way is a key to open the door, and that's about it. It's above mediocre, and I'll give it above mediocre. NPCs and enemies. 2 NPCs in a game, including Corvus, that would be 3. And bosses, if you count them as NPCs. And now I don't know how many bosses are in the game. 2 or 3 per map. Multiply that with 3 maps. 9, 10 bosses in a game. Tops. Okay, I doubt there's more than 10. I mean, I've seen them all, but I forgot already. Enemies and enemies variety. For a short game, it's good. There is enemies variety for such a short game. As I said, AI is not mega smart and it's not stupid. Something in between. Bosses are satisfying to fight with because the game is very fast-paced and you need to use every ability that you have. Alright, from counter, parry, dodge, double dodge, block, special abilities, and so on, range attacks. You need to use everything for the bosses. So better to say you use during combat. You use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 freaking buttons. Okay. In Souls, for example, in Dark Souls, you use 2 buttons. 3, okay, with rolling. Here you use 8 freaking buttons. Might be complicated for casual players. Very complicated. In terms of combat. Even though I said that Odur is broken as the first boss, difficulty is there. All other bosses also. There are humongous bosses, your size bosses, medium bosses. Same can be said about normal enemies. Frankly, I don't know what to give here. So, music and sound. Zero voice acting. It ruins immersion completely. Even in the starting and the ending cinematic, there is no voice acting. If you can call it cinematic, it's only a picture with letters for both intro and outro. Forgettable music, atmospheric forgettable music. Great sound effects. 6 out of 10. We got 21, 30, 35. $62 points in 9 sections, 6.8 out of 10. Very well above mediocre game. The worst being good. Or I don't know how they call it. I don't know who decided to give this name. Is it Thymesia, Thymesia? I really don't know. It doesn't even matter. Good, sweet, and short mix of Sekiro, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls. Do I recommend? I do if you're a gamer. Because there's nothing to play, especially during August. I liked it. All right, even with all of its flaws, there's potential if they decide to go with a second game, if they have more money, they can do a very well Souls-like. Okay, way above the score. I believe these devs are capable for 8, 9 out of 10 Souls-like. For sure. If this was a test, it's fine. It's really fine.